So I named this video Yoga for a Happy Back. This is designed for my friends that are ex-baseball players, ex-athletes, current athletes, moms who pick their kids up, moms who sit, dads who sit. Everybody, I feel like, gets a tight back or at some time has a back issue. So today, all you need is a towel. I would get something larger than a hand towel. If you're a yogi, grab your yoga strap, beach towel, and that's gonna be it. So we're gonna start stretching some of the muscles that can tend to pull on the back with your hamstrings. So we're gonna extend your right leg up. Even if you don't need a strap, please use a prop. And I've got you on a timer today because it's really important to me that you hold each of these stretches for a minute. So let your head rest back, breathe. You may find you need to bend your knee. You may find you need to bend your straight leg. So if you're on the tighter side and want knees bent, I want you feeling just a sweet stretch. No pulling, just a sweet stretch in that hamstring, wherever you need to go. If you're on the more flexible side, keep pulling your foot back and keep kind of squeezing the quadricep. And most importantly, keep breathing. Now, super important that you hold these for 1 minute. So what I like to do is just, when I'm watching TV with the kids, I do not miss a day of doing these because they've really helped my back problems, my SI joint problems, and we're going to switch to the other leg. Good. Let your hips descend down, tailbone length and long. Make sure you're not shaking, because if the shaking is called stretch reflex, and usually that's counterproductive to the stretch. It's actually making you tighten. So find that place where you feel a sweet stretch, hold it, keep breathing. In, drop the ribs, exhale out. Good, feel free to shut your eyes. And I want to challenge you to do this every day. Like I said, it has helped me a ton. So you're almost through with this hamstring on the left side. Now, when you're at home, I would like you to do it once more round. So one more on the right, one more time on the left. For today and for the purposes of this video, let's just do one cycle on each leg. Okay, now, second stretch, you're gonna go back to the right leg. You're gonna place the strap in your left hand and bring it towards your left shoulder. Let's not go into a big twist. Totally different stretch that we'll do later. So you're taking that right big toe towards the left shoulder. Now, drop the sacrum back and don't worry how big this is. Just get a nice stretch from the outside of that right knee to the outside of the right hip and breathe. Good, and be careful not to shake. Remember, you can bend if you're shaking. If it's too easy though, drop that right hip bone back, bring it more towards the left ear, and enjoy that sweet stretch. So you might be like, this is for the back. Why are we stretching out our IT band and our hip? Those muscles tend to pull in the back, and that might not be what's happening for you, but it could be. So I like to start this way. We will do the second half of this workout more strength-based and really target the low back. So we're on to the left leg. Bring it up slow and gentle. Strap around the ball of the foot. Bring it towards the right shoulder. Drop your left hip. Drop your ribs. I let my chin drop towards my chest. Close your eyes. You've got about 6 more breaths here. Make sure you're feeling something. If not, keep pulling those left toes towards the right ear and breathing deep. Soften the ribs, soften the heart. Good. So again, when you add this to your routine, you're going to repeat this. Promise me, okay? Last one. Go back to the right foot. You're going to open your right foot to the right. I'd encourage you to start with a bent knee because oftentimes we're tight and I would hate for anybody to pull their inner thigh, their groin area. So check that out. Start taking it to the right. Lengthen the left. Left knee is facing up. Ribs down, tuck the chin a little bit towards the chest, back of the skull is relaxing. You're almost done with your 6-minute stretch. Breathing down deep into the belly, softening the heart. I like to exhale out of the mouth, especially when I first start practicing, get rid of any stagnant old energy. Bend the right knee up. Use your hands to help you up and switch. Good. Last one. Bend your straight leg to the left. I'm coming right at you. Good. Deep breath. You can also open your right arm and maybe turn the right palm open and get a little stretch through that right shoulder. Swallow and see if you can relax the jaw. Let that low jaw slacken and any tension between the ears soften. Make sure you're okay to go a little straighter, and if not, that's fine. It's all good. It does not matter how far you're stretching. It's the quality of the stretch for you. Ribs keep dropping down. Make sure you don't let that right hip lift. 2 more big inhalations and exhalations. So if you are dealing with back issues, my advice would be to not, well, to obviously clear everything with your doctor, but to not just hammer your back, right? We're gonna stretch around where we think is tight. Bring it back. Now, keep your blanket, stick it between your knees, okay? Or better yet, if you have a pillow, any kind of pillow, pull it in. Okay, this is gonna keep your sacrum square when we go into a twist. So we'll use the the towel in a minute. Arms in cactus. Good. I'm gonna bring mine to my side just so you can see. And the knees are gonna go to the left. I'm gonna try to bring it into 90. I've got my pillow between my knees and my ankles. Good. So now I'm just starting to go into an easy twist. Cactus looks like a goalpost, or you could tee out the arms. Turn your head to look at the ceiling, and again, we've got a minute hold. This would be nice to do twice through, okay? Breathe as you start to open up your right lung, your right deltoid. Relax your toes. I know you've got a prop in between your knees. If you don't have any props, it's okay. You can still do this. But it is nice. Blocks are good too. Okay, bring it back. Good. Flex the feet. Try to make a 90-degree angle and go to the other side. Good. Palms up. Maybe turn your palms down to get a little different angle. Shoulder stretch, and you're always welcome to turn your head away from your knees to get the next stretch. And what I really care about is you breathing deep into the core, into the belly. Relax your toes, relax your knees around your prop. Basically, forget that it's there. You've got 20 seconds in your twist. Big sigh. Breathe down deep as you wring out the core. Good. One more deep breath. Again, important to me that you're doing these slow and you're holding for at least a minute. That's why I use my watch, because I tend to cheat and I don't stay for a full minute. Okay, so roll gently off to your side. Take your time, maybe even slower than that was. Go back to getting your blanket, your towel. You might not need this, but I'm gonna put it underneath my pelvis. So, skinny side. So blankets long waist, there you go, okay? Don't need a lot, this is just under my 2 hip pointers right here. And we're gonna come onto our back, stomach. So again, you don't have to use this. It is not underneath your tummy, it's more underneath your hip bones and your pubic bone, giving it a little bit of support. So I'd like your eyes looking down the bridge of your nose. I'll probably be turning and looking at the camera just so my voice is still projected, but keep your neck out of it for the most part. We're training the low back here first, okay? So you're gonna come into Sphinx pose. You might wanna put your iPad, your telephone, your device right in front of you, down at your nose so you don't have to tweak your neck looking for me. So you've got your forearms on the ground, you've got your shoulders back. exhale. Again, I'm not using my neck. I'm gonna take my right arm and I'm gonna lift the elbow and look over my right shoulder. Stretching out that right flank. Breathing. Try to relax your bum. Relax your right hip bone. Good, bring it down. Nice. Push into the left palm. Lift the left elbow. Look over the left shoulder. Deep breath into the left flank. Left side. Good. Come back. Coming into full Sphinx where you straighten out both elbows. Good. And then lengthen. Lengthen. We're trying to decompress the spine, so I'd like the idea of lengthening between the vertebrae to be your mantra. To turn your palms down, roll your shoulders back, and lift your throat up an inch, the sternum up an inch. Pull your shoulder blades towards your low back. Reach through your fingertips. Take a breath. And exhale. Turn one cheek on the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out. That should naturally relax your back. And a big sigh. Good. Now you can make that easier because we're going to do it again by making a pillow underneath your forehead. Right there. And then just lifting up. Okay? Otherwise, I want those shoulders back, palms on the floor. Your palms stay on the floor. As you slide your hands back, you're pushing into the floor. Don't look at me. Look down the bridge of your nose. Your feet are still on the floor. Your shoulder blades are pulling back, and you're trying for the longest spine you can create. And then when it's time to exhale, turn your other cheek down for symmetry. Let your heels splay out. Drop the shoulders and exhale. Good. Maybe rock hip to hip. Relax the back. Good. So we've got to do 2 more sets, or we're going to. Everything should be feeling good and just a little warm. So you might want to tap out now. I'm not sure what your back's like today. Again, make it easier by making a pillow for your forehead and then just lifting up a little bit and down. That's the modification. Other of us are going to reach your hands back now off the floor. Lift your right foot up for this variation of locust. Pull the navel in and get a little bit longer. I'm reaching through my right toes. I'm reaching through the crown of my head. Inhale. Exhale, release. Good. And you'll feel another breath wanting to come in. Take it. Turn your palms down. Lift. Remember, put your hands underneath your forehead if you need to. Go long. Go long. Pull the navel up. This back work is coming from the front body. Pulling the navel. Reaching through the left toes up. Try not to activate the right side. And then we're going to exhale and come down onto the other cheek. So we're rotating side to side, so we're stretching the neck out. Even if I forget to say which side you should be on. Good. The back should be feeling warm, and maybe that's enough for you today. Good. I've got one more. Arms in cactus or goal pose. Or in a V. Cactus and goal pose are the same thing. Or out. Good. Now remember, it's okay to keep your forehead down. In fact, let me teach the first one with the forehead down. Right foot, left hand. Breathe. And then switch. Go long. Good. And repeat. The harder version is just lift the head an inch off the floor. Reach. Reach. So this is called swimming if you do Pilates. Reach. And reach. And I'm trying not to wiggle. And I'm reaching. And I'm reaching. And the legs are lifting. And lifting. And I'm pulling the navel up as much as I can. And I'm breathing in and breathing out. And I'll take 4 more. And as you get stronger, you can add on to this. You can do a few more reps. 2, 1. Pull everything in. Reach back. 1 big locust. Inhale. Hands underneath the armpits. Pull up for your 1 cobra. And then we're going to go back to child's pose. Slide the blanket up to where your forehead's going to be. The biggest caution I would say is just don't do too much. If you've been dealing with back pain, just do a little bit and do all those stretches, okay? So if child's pose is available to you, you're going to end by folding your blanket up, putting underneath your forehead, relaxing the shoulders down, and spending about 30 seconds or longer stretching this low back. Good. If you have a minute or 2, I want you to stay there. Now, if there's a lot of space in between your booty, fill in the space, okay? And I'll see you next time.